Our offer is very simple. We help Australian business owners get approved for trucks, trailers, excavators and commercial vehicles even when the banks have said no. In fact, we have a 93% approval rate because we send every deal to my internal credit team who check them even before it hits a lender's desk. Let me guess, you're running a business where you wear a dozen different hats every single day, you're managing staff, chasing payments, dealing with suppliers, handling the books and trying to keep your customers happy. You're working 12-hour days just to keep the lights on and the business moving forward. And on top of all that pressure, you need to find the time and energy to sort out finance for that truck, trailer, or piece of equipment to help you grow your business. But here's the thing, when you finally do get around to calling the bank, they either reject you outright, or give you the runaround for weeks, or offer you terrible rates that kill your cash flow. And if you get declined, wow, now you've got an inquiry on your credit file, which makes it even harder to get approved somewhere else. What we like to do is take all of that hassle completely off your plate. We handle the entire process for you, from finding the right lender out of our network of 80 plus options to getting you pre-approved to walking you through the paperwork. We vet every single deal through our internal credit team before it goes anywhere near a lender, and that's why we can achieve a 93% approval rate while most brokers are sitting on only half of that. We do all the heavy lifting so you can focus on what you do best, running your business. This is pretty straightforward. We help Australian business owners get approved for commercial asset finance when others can't. If that sounds like something that you need, just fill out the form below and we'll give you a call. On that call, I'll ask you a few quick questions about the situation and asset you're looking to finance. If I think we can help you, I'll walk you through exactly how our process works and what we can do for you. From there, we can decide if it makes sense to move forward. Let me show you exactly what I mean with a real client we helped just last month. This guy runs a small transport business in Queensland, and he'd been to 3 different banks and got rejected by all of them because he was buying from a private seller and they said that it was too old. The bank saw the age and also that it was a private sale and immediately said no. Here's what happened when he came to us. We sent his details to our credit team. They looked at the situation and they said, yep, we can work with this. We knew exactly which lenders in our network would say yes to a private sale on an older vehicle for someone in his position. Within 48 hours, we had him pre-approved for $180,000 to buy the 2005 Kenworth truck that he needed. The whole process took less than a week from application to settlement. Now he's running an extra route and making an additional $10,000 per month after expenses. Now, I don't want to overhype anything here, so let me give you a worst case scenario. Let's say you're not as straightforward as that client. Maybe you've got some credit issues. Maybe you're buying something unusual, or your business is only 6 months old instead of 3 years old. Even in those situations, we still have options. We might not be able to get you 100% finance, but we can usually structure something like 80% finance with a manageable deposit, or we can connect you with a specialist lender who understands your industry. And for some reason, if we can't help you right now, we'll give you a clear roadmap of exactly what you need to do to get approved in 6 or 12 months' time. Either way, you're going to know exactly where you stand instead of wasting weeks getting knocked back by banks and other brokers. Now, you might be thinking, this sounds good, but I bet it costs a fortune in broker fees. Here's the thing. Our service costs absolutely nothing up front, zero. We get paid by the lender. So when your deal settles, that's how we make our income. So there's no cost to you to find out if we can help. You might also be thinking, I can just go directly to the bank myself. Sure, you could, but here's what happens when you do that. When you go direct to one bank and they say no, now you've got an inquiry on your credit file and you're back to square one. When we submit your deal, we've already pre-vetted it. We know it's going to get approved before it goes anywhere near your credit file. Plus, you'd have to potentially apply with dozens of different lenders to find the right one. At the Asset Finance Shop, we've already done that legwork for you. So, if you're an Australian business owner and you need finance for commercial vehicles or equipment, then fill out the form below and we'll give you a call. Like I said, I'll ask you some quick questions about your situation. If we can help you, I'll show you exactly how the process works, and if we can't help you right now, I'll tell you that too. And I'll give you a clear plan getting approved in the future. Either way, you'll know exactly where you'll stand in the next 24 hours instead of spending weeks getting knocked back by the banks. The form takes about 30 seconds to complete. Just put in your details and we'll be in touch.